The study window frames the same Connecticut oak tree I've watched lose its leaves for 40 years. The rhythm of it feels more familiar now than the faces of my grandchildren in the photographs lining the sill. My daughter, Sarah, likes to stand in the doorway and tell those children about Grandpa's work ethic. She talks about the closed door, about the clacking of the typewriter echoing through the house. She paints the picture of a man consumed by purpose, sacrificing evenings to build something lasting for the family he loved. I let her tell that story. Writing was not my sacrifice. It was my hiding place. They believe I lock the door to keep the world out, to protect fragile sentences from the noise of a growing family. I never told them I locked it to keep myself in. The truth is simpler and far less heroic. The chaos of their needs, the scraped knees, the homework, the spilled milk, often overwhelmed me. I felt unqualified for the role they needed me to play. The only place I felt competent was on the page, where problems could be shaped, revised, and resolved. Writing was not my sacrifice. It was my hiding place. When the house grew loud with the unpredictable beauty of fatherhood, I retreated into stories where I could control the weather and the outcome. I traded the intimacy of the living room for the silence of the study. Not because I was full of ideas, but because I was empty of the patience I believed a better man would have had. I let her tell that story. Writing was not my sacrifice. It was my hiding place. I keep this silence because telling the truth now would be a kind of theft. It would steal from them the comfort of believing they were always the reason for the work, rather than the reason for the retreat. If I told them I wrote The Long Autumn because I didn't know how to talk to a sulking teenager, it would turn their memory of a provider into something smaller and more fragile. We all survive on our myths. They need to believe their father chose solitude, not that he used it as armor. So, when Sarah squeezes my shoulder and whispers that I am a great man who gave everything to his art, I simply nod. There's no need to explain that the fiction became true anyway. The books paid for the house. They kept us safe. I look at the oak tree, bare and enduring against the gray sky, and accept the grace of being loved for the wrong reasons. I let the work stand as the apology I never had the courage to speak.